Yo, what is up guys? It's me, it's NLG here, and today I am here with episode number 2 of our local to global series, and today we are here with our Kylie Minogue themed event. It's Better the Devil You Know. Don't worry, I won't burst into musical talent or gifts because I'm sure you remember from episode number 1, we had more than enough music as Wagner, the king of music, sang the national anthem despite not even being from the nation. If you missed the first episode, be sure to watch it. It's got a fantastic response and feedback in the not even that, like 36 hours it's been out. I know it said 3 days, but that's the draft series first episode, and of course Ring of Honor was uploaded 6 days ago, I want to say now. So we've got one episode up of each series, and now it's time to record the second episode of the local to global. The show started off last month with Charlie Sterling insulting Newcastle. HT Drake interrupted him. If you want to understand why Charlie Sterling insulted Newcastle, then do be sure to watch the last episode if you haven't already, because during that I went through a detailed overview of each competitor within the promotion and their characters. Little Miss Roxy won a 4-way match against Gia Adams, Katie Harvey and Kevin Keitel. Michael Oku defeated Scotty Davis. Daniel Doherty introduced our fan base to Erin Jacobs, who then defeated Will Cruz in a battle of the heavyweights. The Hunter brothers defeated the tag teams of Deadly Sins and Empire, and Nathan Cruz defeated Robbie X before stating that whether we like it or not, this is his company now, which is one hell of a bold claim from the profession. Tonight, we kickstart our championship tournament. As I promised, it's the No Limits Cup. The No Limits Cup, in case you've forgotten, is a championship to crown our first No Limits champion. A championship that will be defended 24/7. But not WWE style where there's no matches. There will be matches. It won't involve R-Truth, I promise. Our quarter-final matches are as follows. Charlie Sterling, the man who defeated HT Drake in our first ever match, goes one-on-one against Will Cruz. Erin Jacobs and Michael Oku go one-on-one, two men who were also victorious last month. Little Miss Roxy, another woman who was victorious, she battles the debuting SHREDDY Breck. Is she ready for SHREDDY? And G Money makes his debut against Miles Kamen, who makes his first singles appearance in Tiger Pro Wrestling. And let's jump straight into the show. We kick things off with the 27, where Charlie Sterling walks out of the ring. He's booed by all 63 people in my back garden, and he says that there is only one man deserving of this championship, and that is I. When you create a promotion, you want honor. You look at Charlie Sterling. When you create a championship, you want prestige. You want it to be the highest accolade in the industry. You want it to be the pinnacle of performance. That is me. That is I. Because I am Charlie Sterling, and then Will Cruz's music hits, and Sterling's no longer able to talk about how he defeated HT Drake last month, about how he, or I, as he would say, is the best competitor in the promotion. And Sterling and Will Cruz go one-on-one for that 27 segment and get a 22 rated match, where in a decent match, Charlie Sterling pins Will Cruz in 9:30 after a spiral tap, but following a distraction from Daniel Doherty, which allowed Sterling to low blow Cruz, go up top, hit the incredible aerial offense. The feud between Jacobs and Cruz continues. Will Cruz and Daniel Doherty have been arguing on Twitter lately. Cruz called O'Doherty a no-good time waster, and Daniel Doherty called him a stupid weird man with a shit haircut. And yeah, it really grew from there. It developed. And Will Cruz and Erin Jacobs, they're not done fighting each other, and believe me, that feud will continue as Charlie Sterling advances to the semi-finals of the No Limits Cup. Following this bout, we have an 18 where Sami Jane makes her Tiger Pro Wrestling debut as she battles Gia Adams in 8 minutes and 6 seconds by pinfall with a bitch please. This match was the second match on the card and the only singles bout between two women on the card because it's British wrestling. So yeah, feel a bit bad, but it wasn't deliberate. But yeah, Sammy Jane with the win. Gia Adams goes 0 for 2 in Tiger Pro Wrestling. Sammy Jane goes 1-0, getting a 24 to Gia's 18. Sammy's old school heel gimmick got an initial rating of very good. Gia seemed off her game, which is good that means that rating is her off her game. So that, of course, that means she's of a better level than that, which is great because she's a young prospect and we've got plenty of time to develop our roster, which is full of a lot of young upstarts. Following this, Gia Adams, the hometown competitor, she offers her hand as a showcase of respect in a hard-fought contest between herself and Sammy Jane. And Sammy Jane slaps it away and just says, "You haven't earned my respect," as the crowd boo. And the crowd weren't really against Sammy Jane. She was a bit cocky in the matchup, but they thought, it's alright, she's just being a bit fun. But no, she was just being mean. She doesn't respect Gia Adams. But again, she's young. She's got plenty of time to earn the respect of the more experienced competitors on the roster. Next up, I did click the button. Oh, it must have gone through. Next up, we have a 47 when about that had superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. The Hunter Brothers, one of the most underrated teams on the continent, defeat the Deadly Sins in 12:09 when Jim Hunter pins Kane Khan. Lee Hunter with a 50, Jim Hunter with a 41. JK Moody with a 41, Kane Khan with a 37. Two fantastic tag teams that I'm a huge fan of. I imagine I mentioned it in the first episode, but the Hunter Brothers had my favourite tag team match of all time against the Sumerian Death Squad, Michael Dante and Tommy End, with Tommy End now being called Alistair Black, and then he called Michael Dante. It's a bit late, I do apologise, but a phenomenal clinic of tag team wrestling there. The Hunters had great chemistry together. I know, well, that's not what's for the dirt sheet. Look at this, wow. Are there any negatives? Yeah, there's a few negatives, but that's completely fine. It'll all get better with time, but a fantastic tag team bout, and I believe that sends the Hunter Brothers 2-0 in Tiger Pro. I love saying that, I just love the way it writes. We follow this up with a 20 in a match that's got a slightly lower rating. Shreddy Breck debuts as the bout had a decent reaction from the crowd and surpassing in the local competitors battle, and in 6 minutes and 12 seconds, because Shreddy Breck only has enough stamina to compete for 6 minutes and 12 seconds, Little Miss Roxy gets a disqualification loss. So, I'll explain the contest. Shreddy Breck, as you can see, had Daniel Doherty at ringside. They have excellent chemistry together. Danny did some good work at ringside. The match started off with a roll-up from Little Miss Roxy. She caught him off guard. Shreddy just kicked out. And Little Miss Roxy, as he was getting up, Shreddy got drop-kicked into the corner by Roxy. And she's kicking away at him. She's kicking away. She gets on knees. She throws forearms on him. She is fighting with every ounce of her being. But since she's called Little Miss Roxy, you can probably guess that that's not her being. She's very small. But she fights and she fights and she fights, and she is truly the underdog. The fans are on their feet. Go on, Roxy Peck. Go on, lass, they shout. And then Shreddy Breck just shoves her away, and he throws her across the ring once, and he throws her across the ring twice, because Shreddy Breck is much larger. Shreddy Breck's a big heavyweight. He's a strong man. He loves the gym. He lives for it. That's why he's called Shreddy. And eventually, Roxy catches him again with a big enziguri. And down goes Shreddy, but Daniel Doherty, the moment there's a bit of vulnerability, Daniel Doherty distracts the ref. He pulls the ref out the ring, he slaps the ref, and out comes HT Drake, who's had enough, and he attacks Daniel Doherty, and he starts fighting Shreddy Breck, because he's seen enough, because that's his partner. He loves Roxy, and he's not letting any shredded man fight his girl, no matter how shredded he is. So HT Drake moves from one story to another, as he chases Shreddy Breck to the back with a steel chair. He just pulls out the gun, he's like, come here, you bastard. And Shreddy's running away because Shreddy isn't ready for Drake. And Daniel Doherty runs away like the little bitch he is, but not before Little Miss Roxy gets a big slap on him as he rolls out to the, I'd say to the back, it's not the back. I mean, the only thing from a back on, you just go onto the main road, really. He runs down the street like a little girl he does. As anyways, we have a 39 next, when about that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Michael Oku defeated Connor Mills and Miles Kamen. The match lasted 10 minutes and 37 seconds, and when Oku pinned Kane with the lowdown, leading to Kane's second loss in the promotion. 3 top young cruiserweight prospects in the promotion. Oku was the best in the country. Oku with a 43, Kane with a 33, Mills with a 27. And in the match, we got to see some interesting battles between Mills and Oku, who of course make up the tag team destination everywhere. And a fun matchup there. Miles came and showed some good promise there, outperforming Connor Mills, albeit he does have the popularity that Mills doesn't have since Cayman is based in the region. But a solid match. Oku goes 2-0 in the promotion, and what a performer he is. He excels in the city of Newcastle, even though this is held in Gateshead, not Newcastle. Anyways, we have a 48 up next when your semi-main event of the evening, and about that had superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Robbie X picks up his first win in Tiger Pro Wrestling, I missed the G, as he pins HD Drake in 13:43 with a handspring cutter, a movie adopted from Jay Lethal. During the match, we had Shreddy Breck run in and attack Drake, so Drake was on the top rope. He was going for that beautiful, patented springboard twisting lung guard that he always hits, the gimmick killer. Fantastic maneuver. And Shreddy, just out of nowhere, just shoves him off the top rope. Down goes Drake, and the referee's furious. He's like, "Oh, what you doing, Shreddy?" And he sends Shreddy to the back. But out comes Danny O'Doherty, who sneaks around. He crawls around the ring, gets in the ring, boots Drake in the balls, and Robbie X gets up. He sees none of it. He just thinks that Drake slipped off of the top rope. And as Drake gets up, springboard handspring cutter. 1, 2, 3. Robbie X picks up his first win in the promotion. Drake picks up his second loss. 2 solid performances there. Solid performance from Drake, a phenomenal performance from Robbie X, one of the best junior heavyweights on the continent. But that match was cut short through interference. Drake was going for his finisher. He could have got the win. But unfortunately was screwed, and that means that surely we have to have a rematch of this phenomenal bout at some point down the line, where I'd imagine it'll go longer than 14 minutes. And then finally, oh no, never mind, I do apologise. So Shreddy Breck, after the match, he keeps beating down on HD Drake, and as he's doing so, Danny O'Doherty pulls out the microphone, and he goes, "Look, ya bunny lad, what do I have here, Drake? You think you're better than us? You think you and your little girl can attack us? You can't do shit. My good friend Shreddy Breck here is through to the semi-finals, and he's gonna be the 24/7 No Limits champion. And you can't stop that, Drake. You lost tonight, we won. And why is that? That's because, Mr. Drake, you weren't ready for Shreddy." And then Shreddy Breck's music cuts in, and he does the arm animation thing where he's pumping up the jam, and Shreddy Breck walks to the back with a big shit-eating grin on his face because he's an obnoxious bastard, and Danny O'Doherty walks away all smug, all happy, because for them, you've got to argue it's been a very, very successful night for O'Doherty Productions. The 24 angle is then finished up with our main event of the evening, where Nathan Cruz, in a bout that had great wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd, the professional, gets the victory. He pins Ricky Knight Jr. in 16:06 by pinfall with the show stolen. We've got some of the best young cruiserweights in the country, and we've got another one in Ricky Knight Jr., a fantastic prospect, a man who's younger than me, which must shock you because I sound like a 12-year-old girl. But Cruz gets the win, he gets a 41 rating, RKJ gets a 39. His cocky gimmick gets an initial rating of great. I probably should have given that gimmick, but that's my bad, an oversight on my behalf. But Nathan Cruz goes 2-0 in Tiger Pro, and as I said, I just love saying that rhyme. And then we finish off the show with a 22, where Nathan Cruz, he states, "I have handed down my championship opportunity to Miles Gaiman. Given my fantastic performance 1 month ago, I was given a spot. I was awarded a position in what is being called a prestigious championship tournament. Look, I'm a professional. I fight when I want to fight. And when I fight is in this ring. That is where I fight. Whenever I want to fight. I'm not fighting 24/7. No. A championship is meant to be prestigious. no prestigious championship was ever won via roll-up in a corridor or in a car park or in a paddling pool. I am the professional. There is nothing professional about that championship because that championship is a joke. Just like you fans are a joke. This garden is a joke, which is me because I spent good money on getting the lawn cut recently. This promotion is a joke. The name is a joke. The event photo is a joke. It's all a joke. But what isn't a joke is my prodigy, the prospect, Miles Kamen. This is a perfect opportunity for him to prove to you all that he is the top young prospect in this promotion, that he is the future of the British wrestling scene, and so he will take my spot in the Tiger Pro Wrestling No Limits Cup. And he will beat everyone you put in front of him, and he will be crowned the first champion, and he will put some respect into your mouths. He will make you respect him, and he will make you bow down to the Empire. As the show ends, and it gets a 40 rating, increasing our popularity in one region, which is beautiful. We will praise Nathan Cruz, we will praise Robbie X, and we will praise Michael Oku. There we go, Bonnie lad. So 3 items of praise for 3 of our main stars. Of course, the quarterfinals of our tournament will end at the next event, and then we'll have the semi-finals and also the final later that episode. Wow! So in 2 episodes time we will crown our first No Limits champion, and I can't wait for it because I have some fantastic, very fun sketches planned. And by the way, I'm not going to ask anyone to put in lots of effort or anything, but if you want to be a part of this series, now is the chance. If you have any fun ideas that you want to be or that you want to see incorporated into this series regarding our No Limits Championship, then feel free to comment down below and I will do my best to incorporate the very best of the best ones into this series, because I think we can all have some fun here. And it shouldn't just be my ideas, it should be all of our ideas brought together in Tiger Pro Wrestling. The feedback has been very positive. Fortunately, that feedback wasn't tests for COVID-19. No positivity there. But as you can see, the No Limits Championship is there with its prestige of 5. Wow! Oh my life. That's very low. That is very low for it, even if it is a tertiary championship. And as you can see, Aaron Jacobs, Michael Oku, Gene Money, Miles Kamen next month compete in the quarterfinals of the No Limits Cup. Gene Money or Miles Kamen will advance to fight SHREDDY, and the winner of Aaron Jacobs vs Michael Oku will advance to battle Charlie Sterling. Who do you think? Comment down below who you think will win. I want to check something quickly. Right, there's someone we forgot to sign who was recommended to sign by Luke Arthur, who of course is one of the best content creators in this little community, and he's great. And as you can see, I've even forgot to add her on there, my life. But he suggested Laura Di Matteo, who is someone that we are absolutely going to hire, a top young female competitor in the nation, and she's someone we can bring in to add a bit more depth to the women's division. So there we have it, Laura Di Matteo is coming to Tiger Pro Wrestling. If you, and yes you, have any people that you want to see brought into the series, do feel free to comment down below. And be sure to watch Luke as well. He's got a fantastic Friendoverse draft series going on. We're drafting with our company. If you haven't seen it yet, do be sure to check it out. Max Marvelous is doing the same with his drafted company, as is Luke with his. And Mike Man WBA is also starting one up with his promotion. So be sure to check these out and be sure to stick around for our next event. We can't stop. It's in 20 days. Miley Cyrus themed events. And let's just say, Danny O'Doherty, his faction O'Doherty promotion, or production, sorry, they're doing well for themselves, who knows? Maybe they'll come in like a wrecker. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all very shortly for episode number 3 of the Local to Global